Just waiting for my mom to join. And just a heads up, I've got kitty chaos going on around me here. Since my last video, we've adopted a second kitty, and they've had some trouble getting along. They're kind of getting along now, but for the first time, they're both allowed in my office, and so we're having a little bit of a territorial dispute here. There's windows in here that they like. Come on up, baby girl. Come on. Hey. One of them just came up to visit me. Hi, Sutton. Hi, baby girl. I have a Sutton kitty next to me here. We found out she might be the sister of the other kitty. And they had a little trouble getting along at first. She's actually growling a little bit here. Not at me, though. She's got her tail wrapped around my arm. That's sweet. We got Sutton because we think she's the other one's sister. And also she has a medical issue, so since we're responsible adults who will administer medicine... Sutton, no. 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 Don't jump on the PlayStation, please. Thank you. The whole video is probably me pausing it to yell at these two. Sutton, no. Yeah, she's jumping on my computer anyway. Get off the keyboard. No! Hey, get down. I don't think their last owner had computers about. She almost knocked down something very expensive, which is something Anderson has attempted. It's okay, girl. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. It's okay. You can hang out. I try to do the positive thing. She's not trying to do anything bad. She just wants to go climb into everything, and so I have to do a correction. But I try to let her know it's not like she's in trouble. Hi, Mom. It's Saturday. First Saturday with Sutton. Okay. So now we got to pick what we want Arthur to do. Now I have been going after legendary animals, but if we've got something else we want to go for here. Jeepers, it's like cat chaos in my office here. I've got a few things stacked in the corner and they keep wanting to crawl into it. It's like, guys, I haven't sorted through that stuff yet. And now they're trying to get into a closet that I've closed off. Hey, hey, no. I said no. I said no. Get out. Get out. Kitties. No only means no when you can enforce it. Kitty logic. Okay. So, having a bit of, oh yeah, I got that bison. Having a bit of amnesia here, because I haven't played in a couple of weeks.
You following me
Cave bear. Alright, well... Okay, let me see what I can do here. rdr2 cave bear. Okay. Hey, baby girl. Where's the pumpkin butt? Do you have eyes on Anderson? Oh, there he goes. Okay. Alright, sorry. I found... No, Sutton. Sutton, no! If my video feed goes off, it's because I have a cat standing on the PlayStation, and it's got a touch-sensitive power switch, which the other kitty has discovered. Hey, no. Talking to you. Talking to you. Come on out. Oh, she's so sweet. Sutton has these big, beautiful eyes, and when she looks at me, I can't do anything but what she wants me to do. I am a sucker for my princess here. Here we go. So this is where we need to go. Oh, look! It even says so. See that? That's a cave, right? Okay. Well, we have a bit of a ride ahead of us. If I can get to Wallace Station. Let's see. There's Wallace Station. Even Valentine would be fine. Hi, kitty boy. Hi, boo boo. Okay. Hey, get off my keyboard! Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Did I kill somebody here? What did I just run over here? Is that a dog? Oh, no, I'm reloading. Screw that. Sutton, get off the keyboard. Get off the keyboard. Get off the keyboard. Jeepers. Anderson, settle down. Hey. Find something else to do. Find something else to do. Go. 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 Leave her alone. Just because I was yelling at her doesn't mean I need you to back me up. Yeah, I ran over a dog. Can you believe that? Anderson, stop. Yeah, the whole video is going to be me yelling at Anderson. Move along. Come on, bud. Come on. You want to be good? Want to be good? Huh? Want to be good? He's trying to get a leg up on her, so he's getting on the couch and staring down at her. She doesn't have much of a sense of humor about that. And I'm only going to stop some of it.
Move! Look out! Ain't you got other things to do that bother me?
Now the reason I'm heading over here is there's the train station. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Calm down. Your mission is not to sit here and bug her.
Yep.
I know it's fun. I know it's fun. Get... Ah! I really gotta teach them to stop walking on keyboards. Why is that locked? He's driving my wife crazy because there's a mirror in the living room and he keeps scratching at it. I'm not sure why it bothers her unless it's the sound it makes. Hey, baby girl. Here, wanna come up here? Got a spot right here. Hang on. Okay. And sorry, we just had to put a kitty in solitary. You really shouldn't be back there, honey. Alright. He jumped off the wife's desk and knocked a bunch of stuff off. So He's getting a timeout because he's being too much of a stinker. Now the nice thing about putting him in timeout when he's made a bunch of noise is he can put 2 and 2 together. Hang on just a second, I'm gonna mute.
That's some fashion statement.
I'm back. I do apologize, although secretly hoping my mom is entertained by this because I know she's very interested in my kitties, and well, she's getting a live stream of me disciplining them. How about not? Hey. Hey, come on out. Come on out. It's not why I wanted to let you in. Come on. If you get locked in here, we won't know. So come on. Out. 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 Out now. Come on. Out. Good girl. Good girl. I think she's looking for hidey spots. And I don't blame her with the pumpkin terror about. Basically, she spends a fair chunk of her time having to look over her shoulder because he is constantly trying to land on her from the air. And she's got a better sense of humor about it now, but for the first couple of days, that was just an absolute no-no. Now, his punishment is almost up, so I'm going to have to let him out in a couple of minutes, but I got to wait until he settles down, because he's singing about it.
Yeah.
Good girl. Hi. I'm certain that her previous owner was a very nice person, and I'm happy to tell you. It's oftentimes you hear, it's like, oh, my pet came from a shelter. And then you're like, oh no, I bet they had a terrible time. And, oh, the bouncy bridge! We saw this bridge in a bunch of the glitches videos we've been watching.
Yeah.
Where is that, actually? Good to know. Get off the keyboard! Hey! Off keyboard! Quit trying to hack my password. Joke's on them, they think my password's 1,000 characters long. Can't get me to do this in real life. Okay, time for me to retrieve a kitty. Sorry, be right back. Time's up, buddy. Come on out. Come on out. He's smart, he puts it together. Okay, I'm back. Okay, hopefully my mic is still working. Kitty, 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 kitty. There's Sutton being bad. Come here, girl. Sutton. No? Okay. Sometimes she wants a pet, sometimes she doesn't. Yeah, we found out Sutton's a real sweet cat. Huh. Hang on. Found that I've been told that leading, come on buddy, come on,
This
actually
way.
bond
Come
you
on.
with your horse. Also his stamina's down, so I didn't realize I was running him that hard. Anderson. Yeah, we're gonna have some fireworks here. She's been pretty good about standing her ground and saying leave me alone, and he's been getting the hint. He's actually pretty smart. Whoops. Guess I can't run. What's funny is every now and then you can see the wheels turning in her head, like, okay, now I've got the advantage. And I can mess with it. Damn it, I've got a reflex to where I have to run everywhere. And when I hit the button to run, I lose my horse. Now I've actually fully bonded with this horse, I think. But the reason I'm doing this is his stamina is down, and I didn't know leading the horse was actually a good thing. Like, I didn't know that this was part of the bonding. Sutton! I'm gonna have to teach her. You know, I'm gonna be a rich individual when I make a fake keyboard that just dings when you press the buttons as a cat training device. I don't know why Anderson just ran out of the room full speed, but Sutton's still in here. In fact, she's found a nice place to hide from him. She's behind the TV. Hi, baby girl. Yeah, a couple of days ago, she finally landed on the, assumption that she actually lives in this house. She's at Sutton. No, you're blocking the screen right now. Gonna have to get a bigger TV because of my cat. You good girl. Now that Anderson's not in the room, she's not that interested in being in the room. Now she's looking at other stuff. So yeah, she feels like this is her house now, so she's treating it as such, and she's checking out everything. She also needs to be near the humans, whichever human's convenient. Okay, well I got half a stamina back. On the one hand, there's been a lot of growling and hissing, On the other hand, though, she's constantly near Anderson. Even when he leaves, she ends up near him anyway. So I do think she is by choice. Oh boy. Not interested in the help either.
There, boy.
I'm glad I discovered that honking the horn makes him calm the horse.
Yeah, you all right there, boy?
Basically the button you would do in Grand Theft Auto to make the car horn honk as you speak softly to the horse, which I think is a good idea. I'm a little surprised they didn't mimic the car horn honk, though, because sometimes Arthur shouts, "Get out of the way." That happens automatically. Okay, that is catching my attention. How do you have a rock with a tree growing out of it? I hear some burbling going on. Damn it. Hi, buddy. Come on in. Hi, Anderson. Boo boo. Come here. Can't I pet my boo boo? Am I not allowed to pet my cat? Is that what it is? Not allowed to pet my cat. Don't know why. Anderson, boo boo. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. There you go. You good cat. Anderson. No. No. Good boy. I said no. Hey. Good boy doesn't mean you can turn around and do it. It means good on you for listening. Okay, get down. Anderson, down. I said get down. Nope, get down. I'm never playing my PlayStation again, am I? Okay. Okie doke. Welcome back, by the way. I'm just trying to see how a tree can grow out the top of a big rock. I found a rock that has a single tree growing out the top of it, so I was just curious if that's a hint. Incidentally, one thing I have to be careful of when making environments is not having trees grow out of rocks, so that's why it's catching my... Ah! Dang it! Haha! Oh! Damn it! Even Arthur's like, I've had enough of this shit. Hang on. False alarm. I've been keeping a spare mattress in the living room so that if we have to separate the two, at least somebody sleeps in the living room, somebody sleeps in bedroom, so that both the kitties have a human nearby. Otherwise they freak out. Anderson's learning he doesn't have the high ground right now. I'm sorry, I've got some funny happening in my office here. I apologize for the dead air here, but I have funny happening in progress here. Oh, man. Just a moment. I might have video of this here. I do. Oh, that's funny. Well, my mom gets to see it. Good girl. Good girl. Hang on, I'm sending a video to my mom here. Short version is Sutton was already in the window, and Anderson tried to sneak up on her, and what I saw was Anderson crouched down under the window when suddenly a paw reached between the blinds and smacked him on the head. And so he's like, oh crap. And then she gave him a good enough wallop that he just ran off. Send this to my wife too. I'm sure she'll enjoy this. Oh, I apologize to anybody else watching this. It's not... Nothing happening. Okay, I'm gonna try getting my horse up there and then I'm gonna move on. It's just there's this one tree there. Doesn't that just scream there's a secret here? Ah! Ah! Anderson, I see you. Okay, I'm not gonna kill my horse over this.
What?
Alright, moving on. Back to the cave. Back to the cave, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, these two keys, I swear. Hi, Sutton. Hopefully she's starting to learn her name. Anderson? You know, it's funny, I gripe at him a little bit because I see him about to pounce her, and then I see her there waiting for it. Like, bring it! I've actually caught her rolling over, so 5 of the 6 pointy ends are aimed at him. That was kind of fun. I hear some conflict, so I'm going to save my game real quick, and I'm going to pause. Just a moment. I'm back. Yeah, they're playing. It's, you know, it's hard to tell when it's time to stop playing, so there's a little bit of anxiety about that. But I've actually got her on the couch with me right now. She's a perfect little sweetie. She's, sorry, I need a moment. Pet her. Oh, you are such a sweetie. You are such a nice kitty. That's her biting the mic, by the way. I don't know if you heard that. Yep, there it is again. She's saying, hello, Internet. You good baby. She's sitting right next to me getting petted. I'm scratching the butt right now. Hi. Every now and then she comes over to me and she's like, hello, I would just like to get to know you, please. I would just like to get to know you. Hi. You gonna sit? You gonna sit? Don't chew on cables. Oh, I gotta teach both the kitties not to chew on cables. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do the camp thing because it's nighttime and I can't see my screen. Oh, she just left. Sleep. Oh. Have till noon, buddy. What can I say? I'm a nice boss. I feel like Sutton is trying to get to know me. Every now and then she finds a little bit of time just to sit by me and say hello. And she has the most adorable eyes. In fact, what's interesting about her, she doesn't really close her eyes. She's like a robot. Did you see that? What is this? I'm gonna check this out real quick. See two more of them. I bet you that's just a little tiny shack or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, called it.
Whoa, easy.
I think I've been here before, but nothing's really triggering. I think my wife's playing with Anderson. I'll tell you, he will exhaust himself playing.
Yep. Yep.
I've seen him pant like a dog, chasing after the, like we've got a little wand with a string on the end of it. Hello, what's going on? Hey, baby girl. She sat right here, and she came over and said, hello, Daddy. I'd like to get to know you a little better. She's been a real sweetie. I can't get her to stop walking on my keyboard, though. Alrighty, so here's our baby. Hi, baby girl. Come here, baby. Oh, he did. Anderson just arrived with a toy. Meanwhile, I've got Sutton sitting at my feet smiling at me. Boy, she has a way of making me feel like $1,000,000. When I come home from work, wherever she is, she jumps down and she walks right over to me and says, "Sir, I hope you had a good day." Don't tear up the furniture, please.
Yeah.
Come on, kitty. Interesting if there was a fly buzzing there. Huh. I thought I was heading into a cave here. But I think I'm heading for the edge of the map. Quit riding me through solid objects.
Yep.
Yeah, my office is getting a thorough CAT scan right now. Hi, baby girl. Hello, princess. Hello, sweetie. You are such a nice. Hi. Sorry, I just got kiss delivery here. I think she's enjoying finally getting some quality time with me. Hi.
You need a break, dude. You're panting. No, you're panting. You need a break. He's panting like a dog.
What I do is I put that in the kitty condo, let him take it away, and then he'll lay down.
Okay, bud. Come on.
By the way, you got Sutton's attention. Oh, is this... I think this is from the beginning of the game, actually. I may need to relook at my map here.
Yeah.
Yes, the freezing threshold is very sharp in this mountain range. Alright, sorry, horse.
There we
Wait,
go.
that's interesting. Can I get up?
Yep.
You okay, horse? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't pet her. Or is it him? I can't remember. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna leave you there. Because I see there's a cabin or something up there. This is not our cave, by the way. Hello, Sutton. That horse is really trying to follow me. Can I get... Sutton wants to play. She just had a go at the door here. Alright, let me try this one more time. Sorry, the way they show you these maps is a little questionable. Hey, boo-boo. Leave her alone. I know what you're doing. Leave her alone. Let's see. This is about here. Okay, so it's more like... Oh, the kitties are distracting me here. Okay. Sutton is in the window, and Anderson is sitting there watching her in the window. So it's kind of right here. Kind of like right here, I think. I hate the way they show these pictures. Okay, yeah, so it's actually more like here. Okay, here we go. I would like to see what's up there, but something tells me I've already been up there and I just forgot.
Hey,
Which is possible. Can you believe this game's been out for like a year and a half now? Anderson, you being good?
Yeah.
No, they're sitting there staring at each other. Are you guys messing? I think you guys are just messing with each other at this point.
Okay there, boy? You okay, boy? Always rely on you, boy.
Hello. Hello. We're gonna be nice, right? We're gonna be nice family, right? We're gonna be nice family. I think you too, Sutton. You be nice, right? You good boy. You good boy. You good girl. That's enough growling. Growl, 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 growl. You kitten. I like how abruptly the winter terminates here.
Yeah.
Why is your sled all damaged? Because we ran out of winter. Sutton, I'm gonna call you back. If I see that move, somebody's trying to get into my locker again. She's got a closed locker ahead of her and a pumpkin kitty nose up her butt right now. I love sniffing her.
Easy, whoa.
We're in the neighborhood of that cave. Why do I think I've been here before? Can I make it up to... Oh, thank you. Okay. Hi, Sutton. Sutton, I closed that off on purpose. Cat, 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 cat. Growl, growl, growl. Smack, smack, smack. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Okay. Every now and then Sutton tells Anderson to F off. Which is what just happened. I'm hoping a lot of Sutton being here is a novelty for Anderson and to settle down. Oh yeah, no, she's been pretty good about telling him to leave her alone, and she'll give him a warning, and sometimes he'll heed it, and then she'll move on to do something else. So even though they have squabbles, they don't usually last very long. Oh yeah, I'm CPR trained now. And I get to re-up that every couple of years, which... You know, I kind of wish I'd done this training before, because I'll tell you something, even though I don't think I've encountered a point where I've needed to have it, knowing that I've done it is actually a cool thing. And it's one of those things where I just decided, well, my wife brought this up, and I agree with her on this. All it took was a Saturday, so, you know, in a sense I donated a Saturday to be ready to help if something happens. And while I've never encountered... Well, I take that back. Every now and then I encounter homeless people, and it's hard to tell if you should call 911 on them. Like one time when I was in Santa Monica, there was a guy, he was... I agree, by the way. Yes, I agree. It should be a high school course. He was laying out in the middle of the street in front of his wheelchair. And I ended up calling 911. And I couldn't actually get through to 911, so I had a public bus had driven by, and I was able to flag them down, and they called it in. So, knowing what I know from that course, I would have felt better about it. You know what I mean? Like, before it was like, well, I can't just not do anything. Okay, hang on, I found something, and I'm just trying not to... Give me a second here. I am trying to avoid spoilers. So this is actually in a very different place. Hang on a second, I want to see the one that's here. I'm so tired of people recording videos of it and not just putting a picture saying, just go here. This is all I want. Half the video is saying, click subscribe. It's like, no, I'm not clicking subscribe. I just want an answer to a fucking question. Hey, boo-boo. No, come on. Now, where is this? Okay, hang on. Actually, you're showing me exactly where it is. Anderson! Okay, I'm in the ballpark. It's right about here, I think. Anderson! Come on! Yeah. Always has a comment. Now she's in here, so he's trying to get to where he shouldn't be going, and now she's gonna follow him. You guys, I swear. Yeah, she's gonna go harass him now. No. No! Hey! You want a timeout? You want a timeout? Huh? Keep saying no to you. Don't ignore me. I have to really terrify these cats one of these days. It's like, oh no, Brian's mad. Everybody behave till he stops being mad. He just went trotting by. Anderson's funny because he lives in a state of virtual reality. So half the time I don't know if he's actually seeing stuff or he's just watching his imagination. This might be it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so if this were Legend of Zelda, I would be finding a piece of heart. Oh, dinosaur bone! Actually, I do need a bunch of these to get one of those talismans. Cool. I think it's 6 of them I need. Is it 6? I just heard Anderson was being a good boy. I don't know what he did, but I will take it. Okay. So this is not our cave bear, though. Sounds like Sutton and Anderson are out with Mama. Hopefully they're being good. I just want to check something real quick. Okay. Kitties, 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 kitties. Okay, so what now? What now? Hi, Sutton. You being good, kitty? One nice thing about both Sutton and Anderson. I love the little bone there. Let's see what this little dot is. That's not the one I was at earlier, right? No, it was snowy. One thing I like about both these two kitties is that when they get upset about something, it doesn't last very long. So, if they, for example, get into a squabble and smack each other and it, you know, it's taken personally, a couple of minutes later they're right back to their old selves. More important when it's things like put him in the cage to go to the vet, which Sutton's gonna have a little later today, I'm afraid to tell her. But like, when we were trying to get them to coexist, we actually put her in a cage to let them sniff each other safely, and oh, she took offense to that. She did not think the cage was an appropriate place to put her. But you know, we got her out of the cage, and a couple of minutes later she was right back to her chirpy self. She's actually a very positive, very gentle little girl. Hi, baby girl. She's orbiting my feet right now. What was that?
Up. Yeah.
Is that a log or something? Did I encounter another animal and just didn't notice it?
Yeah.
Or was there like a log dragging on the ground there? Anyway, I have a full crew of kitties again. Yeah, well, she doesn't let things bother her for very long. She's with me right now. Hi, sweetie. Actually, that was one of the things when we met her at the shelter. She seemed pretty put out at being there. When we went back to get her a couple hours later, she was actually sitting in her cage just cleaning herself. That was actually the most at ease she'd looked in a while. Oh, is this where I was earlier? Sorry. I'm trying to think of something we could do here, and I'm open to suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and mail off this dinosaur bone, though, because I know one of the talismans requires... I think you got to find 6 of those bones, or something like that. Or maybe it's the cigarette cards, I don't remember. Oh, you know what, it might be the cigarette cards, actually, because I think when you get the cigarette cards, when you get like 12 of them or something, then they'll send you something. You get the compass, which lets you get one of the talismans. So I'm going to go ahead and visit the post office here. Sutton girl. Sutton the kitty butt. Her greeting me at the door. It's funny because Anderson does that too. Anderson greets me at the door.
Welcome.
Let's see. Let's receive mail.
Oh dear. Have you come down with the flu as well, sir?
Oh, cool.
No. What are you talking about?
Nothing. It's just been going around, that's all. Anyway, how can I help you?
Cool.
What's to send?
Alright.
Take care.
So let me save my game real quick. When Anderson greets me at the door, it's more like, I'm ready to play. And when Sutton greets me at the door, it's like, hey, sir. I hope you had a pleasant day. Hi, girl. Sutton. Neither of them have really responded to their names, but now that we've got both of them seem to be learning their names, and I find that kind of funny. I lived with a pair of cats once that didn't get along that well, and one of them was not friendly. Like, she only liked her mama. That was it. And then the other one actually was pretty friendly. Oh, well, let's go see what this is about. And I discovered if you called one of them, the other one would come, even if it was the unfriendly one. Like, that was her way. That was their way of messing with each other. It's like, oh, you're calling the nice one? Oh, here I am. Cat interactions are funny. When I watch these two interact, it makes me wonder what would happen if you gave one of them a checkbook to balance. Just because of the way their kitty logic works.
Okay then.
Oh dear. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. And I'm so glad, because I avoided watching a video because of this. Hi, Helen. I know
You
exactly
are a
what this is.
fool and a nuisance, brother. Helen, is this creepy little toad bothering you again? Shall I throw him off?
This is getting quite out of hand.
Hands. Oh, Arthur, how are you?
Never better.
Yeah.
See, you two haven't changed much.
No, he's still a lizard. Coward, gerbil, mommy's boy,
Manatee.
affluent, discharge, milk sop.
You already said that!
I did not.
Manatee?
You're a milk sop.
Well, you are all chatter and no testes, dear brother.
Woo!
Helen, I will make you love me if it is the last thing I do, and to prove how suitable I am to make a happy and stable life with, I shall throw myself over the waterfall in just a barrel.
And so shall I. Demonstrate how little your feeble gestures mean, you homunculus.
Arthur, please come do the honors and make sure we
Oh, you silly little
Yeah.
tapeworm of a man.
follow
Yes.
me.
Follow you? I was born first.
I got
Helen,
$100.
I love you.
You can go ahead and pledge it.
Brother, you're living proof of God's remarkable
One of the
sense
kittens
humor.
that we almost ended up with. I didn't catch any of that dialogue, sorry. Can I pause it real quick? Okay, one of the kittens that... When we turned up at the shelter, one of the kittens actually squawked at us and then didn't want our attention after that. We couldn't have taken him in anyway because he had a medical condition and they didn't let him out. It turns out he has an eye problem and he's going to have to lose his eye. And usually when that happens, the volunteers actually put their money together to help get him the surgery. As a big thank you for the help given us in getting Anderson and Sutton under control, I'm going to give them a little bit of money as a way of saying thank you to them. Because one of them actually offered to come over and help. And I thought that was, I mean, they're volunteers to begin with, but to actually do a house call, you know, we ended up not taking her up on it because things got way better real fast. So it turned out to be a non-issue, but my attitude on it was if that person actually comes over to our house to help, she's getting paid in some way. You know, it's one thing to
Good luck!
do
Crazy
messages
bastard.
here, but it's another to actually get in the car and...
Oh my lord!
I want to see this from her
The
perspective.
fools! The silly fools! I cannot believe they've done this!
Come on. Let's go try and find them.
Arthur, you're a questionable dude right now.
We must! At once!
Every time.
Oh, she's on the horse. Okay.
Okay. Get on your horse. Follow me.
They've been carried down a ways. We can't get there from this first path. Do you think they're alright?
They
Nope.
might be. You want them to be alright?
Of course! Whatever
Don't you want to
do
slim the
mean?
choices down to
I'm just
one?
thinking. It might be easier for you if only one of them was... Catch my meaning?
Sir, that is a terrible thing to say.
Well, the cyborg from the future thought it was funny.
Equally. You can't get down now.
Is this a metaphor for me and my cats? Run! Hey, guys! Incoming!
Here you are.
Acrisius, what have you done?
Damn it, they're both alive.
Are you there? Acri? Is that you? I've had the wind knocked out of me.
I thought you were a goner.
It's a miracle we're alive.
Silly, silly boys.
It's extreme
You nearly
forgiveness that
died.
you're alive.
For me.
She's right. Dear brother, what fools we've been.
You're the fool, but a brave one.
You might be dense, but you are the noblest man I know.
You are a lion.
Giant,
You're an earth shaker.
world conqueror.
Let's
Ow.
not let anything come between us again.
Never.
Boys,
Good lady, adieu.
bewitch some other milksops, we will have none of it.
But I thought that...
Before this siren calls us to the rocks again, let us away from here. You lead the way, brother. The West awaits.
Boys! Boys!
There's quite some suitors you've picked there.
I was trying to stop them from killing themselves. They won't last a week without me.
Probably not. But you'll have an easier time.
I guess I will. So long. Oh, I wasn't trying to lead them on, you know? It was just exciting. The smartest men I knew, with positively the least sense.
Wow.
Yeah, it's usually the way it works. Good luck.
Alright, well, save the game. I was trying to avoid a particular video because it actually covered this bit. And so we found that there's a YouTuber named, is it Boss for the Win? Hang on, I can look this up real quick because his videos are really good. And you know what? I don't think I have it up in handy. Oh yeah, Mr. Boss for the Win. He has been roaming around the game and providing some details about some of the interactions that happen, and he's been providing some wonderful insight. And the downside is you get sucked into some spoilers because a lot of what he covers happens after the game's over, and so I've been here before. Is this where I caught that woman who there was a hunter and she tricked that guy into going along with her and she was just dragging him along and like I think he ended up getting killed too or something? I feel like this is where that happened. Anyway, his videos are super informative and he covered those two idiots. Something's going on in the other room. Okay, well, let's see. What now? Hi, Anderson. Hey, Boo Boo. Oh, what's Monto's Rest? Appleseed Timber Company. Let's just go there. Anderson has just wandered into my office and decided to take up residence in the window. And here comes Sutton. Hi, girl. Do you know Sutton basically translates to Southern Gal? We actually don't know the origin of these cats' names. In fact, Anderson's name got weirder, murkier when we went back. Oh, that's got to be a spot up there, doesn't it? That looks like a Lion King spot. Every now and then I see a rock formation and I'm like, yes, there's something hidden there. In fact, there's something probably down here too. Okie doke. Ooh, that golden hour. Wow, look at that. Boo-boo. Sweetie. Hey. Yeah, you could be a good girl. Oh, I don't believe this. you talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
Is she in the window on this side?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of funny. Come here. Come here. Hey. Sure what I'm doing. Hey, boo boo. Yeah. And he is. I don't know when he. He's already in the. It's like I'm in the. He's got to right for something. So she went no and. I was in high school when that took place. Be right back. I need a coffee. My mom's getting virtually no redhead out of her. Just more. I think that's cute enough. She's good at her dinner. She had bright hair, but she like part of her kind of came along her way. Yeah, I think he's talking about it. What's that big beard? He was trying to get Johnny Depp on it. I just had about a 6-minute credit. We'll see. Okay, sorry, we had a... Actually, I left about the same time you did, Mom. Okay, I just needed more coffee, and the boo-boo was actually being a nice kitty. Okay, let's see. Oh, I wanted to check out... Hang on, there's a rock formation up here that's
Time to go,
questionable.
boy. Yep.
He was actually being a cuddly boy for a little bit, and so we just wanted a minute to appreciate our little boo-boo. He likes to be held on his back so he can rest his cheek on your shoulder. And it's actually very sweet and it's very affectionate.
Stay calm.
And so,
Easy. Away from me. Go easy, boy.
that horse told me. He said, "Yeah, go fuck yourself." Well, shit. Forget where I was headed. Alright. Oh, yeah. Why the hell did it take me this way? Ah. Screw that. Where are the train tracks?
Easy.
I'd like to thank the game logic for trying to get me to do that.
Giddy up.
Anderson's a funny little cat. I was gonna mention his name, by the way, because Anderson actually is a bit of an unusual name for a cat. And we don't actually know why he has that name. And is that important? Well, it could be, because the whole reason we kept the name Anderson was because we thought that was his name at the shelter. And we just assumed that they told him, they told the shelter his name. Sorry, I haven't really taken care of my horse. And Anderson, it is an unusual name. You wouldn't expect anybody to call their cat Anderson, so it's weird. I actually kind of like it for how weird it is. It's a little hipstery, kind of like that. Plus, he's such a cute little guy. He is an adorable cat, and we've got a bow tie on his collar, and it totally is him. And so I made a remark earlier this week that every now and then he gets into trouble. Like, for example, my wife got a photo of him in the closet hanging from one of my suits. And my remark to her was something along the lines of, you know, I get that you're sending me a photo of him being bad and how upset you are about it, but he looks fucking adorable. It's like him getting into trouble is just cute. He's just one of those kitties that, whenever you photograph me, he's always a stinker.
Creatures, but I
Hey, y'all.
You look like you're in the circus or theater or something.
Hello, mister.
You wouldn't
Good day,
believe the
sir.
effort I went through to wear this, to get this outfit. Okay, I don't really need anything wrong here. Actually, I should probably get my horse off the tracks. Oh shit. Hi, Sutton. Sutton has actually taken to curling her tail around me. So, I actually got some news. Okay, so Anderson's a weird name. How did he get the name Anderson? and we're starting to think that the shelter named him Anderson. And we don't have any way of knowing. But one thing I can tell you... Hang on just a second. My wife is... No. My wife is asking me if I want a bunny ear hat from Amazon. I'm like, no. Hi, sweetie. Well, we know that both Anderson and Sutton came from a house that had 19 cats in it, and it was a hoarding sort of situation. And we have reason to think that maybe the family intervened and said, hey, you know, you've got too much going on here. And so we know that the surrender of these cats was voluntary. And by the way, this is why I think they were treated well. They recognize humans just fine, and there's no mistrust here. When I had Puff here, and to be fair, Puff had a severe fall and was on the brink of starvation. He trusted me, but he was still very skittish. Like he knew if anybody was going to help him, it was going to be a human. He just didn't know if I was going to be that human. And so sudden movements from me could cause... Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I want to check this out. So, I do believe he was well treated by the humans there. I believe they both were, and if you saw how they interacted with me, especially in those first few hours... Uh-oh. Am I seeing hoods here? Oh, hell no.
Reestablish sanity and supremacy before it is too late. Our numbers are waning, thanks to the food.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to indulge in something that I'm probably going to have to restart for.
And they are ludicrous ideas. But today,
You ready for the grave?
Okay, I'm gonna reload. I'm sorry. Okay, I just wanted to note where I am real quick. Okay. I'm sorry. This is a tense time in America right now, and that was actually kind of satisfying. Okay. Well, back to Anderson's name here. So did was he named Anderson before? Was Sutton named Sutton before? Or did they get these names when they were brought in? Because we know the volunteers get a shot at naming them too. Okay. So, what we found out though, there was actually a slight difference between when we got Anderson and when we got Sutton. When we got Anderson, they had to hold him for a night because they had to neuter him. Sutton, however, was spayed already. She was spayed a long time ago. So they just gave her to us. Like, actually, we were surprised because we went to go get her on a Saturday, and we thought she was coming home Sunday. And no, they gave her to us like right then and there. So the reason I mention that is because we actually got her paperwork that we didn't know about. Apparently with Anderson, they had his paperwork, but they didn't give us that. They gave us what his vet ultimately gave us, but we didn't actually get the packet of stuff that was part of his file. We got Sutton's, though, and the name Lonnie was written on the form, and we think that Lonnie was the name of the owner. And now this is starting to make a little more sense. Lonnie Anderson. I wonder if, because they had so many cats, they didn't get all the names. And so they had to fill in the blanks, and it's possible that he was named Anderson because Lonnie Anderson. So, funny, I don't know if it's true.
Because we are here today for a very special occasion. It is imperative that we reestablish sanity and supremacy before it is too late. Our numbers are waning, thanks to the fools in Congress and their ludicrous ideas.
Get off my iPad.
We grow one stronger.
Get off! Hey, Anderson. Anderson. Sutton. I finally called her Anderson because she's his baby.
Step forward and kneel. Do you choose to
That chirping is her being on my keyboard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Very much. All right.
Come on. Let go. The eternal light shines.
Oh, boy. You're kidding! Was that just for my entertainment? Is he still on fire? Hi, pretty girl. Kitty rubbing up against my leg here. Why didn't he get in the water? That is KKK, and when they lit the cross on fire, somebody caught on fire. Oh, well, he finally went out.
Who's this coward? Just shut up and turn back around. Ah, stop whining.
Oh, I could do this all day.
My Lord. I've seen mushrooms with bigger brains. And more personality, too. But they didn't smell as bad. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Yeah, you dope. Don't worry. Won't tell anyone.
This is just not his night. So he joins the Klan, catches on fire during the cross burning, and then a guy dressed up as a bison is calling him adult.
You're a chump, partner.
How long will this go on?
Not again.
Oh, I ran away from my horse.
Yeah, you. You know I'm talking to you.
Why is this entertaining?
Unless you're really as dumb as you look. Hey, let me see that ugly mug.
How many have they recorded?
Oh, yeah. Even worse than I thought. Maybe I should punch it into shape. Let me take a look at you, tough guy. Oh, see, you ain't tough after all. You ain't much of anything. Why don't you get out of here?
Are we all the way back to that cave?
Do the rest of us men a favor. You're giving us a bad name.
That's true.
Who you looking at, idiot? Oh, great. You're still around.
How many did they record?
Hey, at least you're memorable.
That's true.
Who could forget a face like that? Shit, not you again. The idiot who won't go away. at you again. Once was too much. I'm just being honest with you. Look at you, long streak of piss.
There we go. For some reason I couldn't do that earlier. Alrighty. Hey, baby.
Alright, let's go.
Actually, you know what? I want to loot him real quick.
This is very kind of you.
Really? Okay. 8, 6, and all official titles will be changed again. Sorry, I'm making a mess here. Is there a way to make the robes less flammable? Wooden crosses, heavy... Oh, shit. Hang on. Where's my fucking horse? Was he trying to hide from me? That was pretty good. Hang on, I'm not done with you.
Fish on the line.
So what I got was the meeting notes. I wasn't able to finish it though, so hold on, I need to stow him. To be honest, I don't have a lot of use for these guys, so I'm thinking about finding an entertaining way of dealing with them. Alright, let's stow him.
Look at the floor for a bit.
Alright, let's see these meeting notes again. Oh, I can't read them again. Am I punching him? Oh shit! No! Sorry, sorry. Sorry, here. I'm sorry, horsey. Here, how about some hay? Well, I don't know what I can do with these meeting notes, but I will say that was at least entertaining. Like watching them scatter. So what should I do with our buddy here? I have something I wanted to try, actually. Let me see if I can find a spot. I noticed in watching the Mr. Boss for the Win videos that you could actually dangle people off places. So I would like to see if... Did I commit a crime? I didn't see what that was about. Alrighty. Let's see if I can dangle this guy here. Ah! I'd rather not dangle my horse. I'm gonna look this up. Let's see. How to dangle. How to hang someone. This is going to be a little tricky.
This what you want?
Arthur, if you go over that edge, I swear.
There we go. Don't mind me.
Come on, there we go. There we go. Ah, this is entertaining. You know, I bet the metaphor of this is lost on you, too. Ah! Whoops.
Ah, shit.
Oh, did I get him? He had a gun? Okay, well. Okay. I had my fun. Let's see if I can read that document again. Okay. Female members still a firm no. Norris Forsyth. They want to punish people who don't attend. I believe it. I believe the mindset. I really do. Well, I'm gonna save my game. That was fun. Okay. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that encounter. And I got to blow them up with dynamite. That's always fun too. Okay. Well, I say let's do another 15 minutes and then start winding down here. Let's see if there's something. I still want to go to Monto's Rest. Oh, that was a fun. I had no idea that I knew the KKK was in this game. I hadn't really seen them yet. Watch your head. You know, one of these days I'm gonna get bored enough to compare the character heights. I'm wondering if all the characters in this game have the same height. The reason I mention that, this is actually a problem we have where I work. When you have different proportions, you have to make adjustments for it. And in the context of this game, it might actually make more sense to just have everybody be the same height, because who's going to know? Especially in a game like this where the terrain is so uneven, you'd never know. What led me down this path is interesting. There's just one burnt tree. What led me down that line of thought is there's actually something kind of bizarre about Grand Theft Auto. If you watch videos of Grand Theft Auto 5, there's no kids in it. And I think they did that because of the way the game works. You really don't want kids in that because it's, you know, bad enough that you can basically do whatever the hell you want in that game, and there are people out there that think Grand Theft Auto is a game where you punch hookers. But I think also when you have they use a lot of motion capture for this, and the motion capture you would do for a kid is different than the motion capture you would do for an adult. Now, in theory, you could retarget one to the other, and I would imagine that technology, I mean, that technology was pretty good when I first started in the industry, and that can only have gotten better at this point. But ideally, you still want things to be in the ballpark as much as possible. So yeah, I don't know. It's not my area of expertise, so it's something I'd actually like to learn more about. But they do have a thing called retargeting, where you can have somebody of a different proportion do the motion. I didn't even notice the lack of kids at Grand Theft Auto until I was watching a Vanoss video, and Delirious was dying of laughter because,
You three, back to work! We lost too much time on this already! Mr.
he was dying of
Appleseed
laughter
is
because they
very
found a
unhappy.
webpage.
Mr. Appleseed ain't out here getting mauled by wolves. We lost 2 men already.
They found a website where it was like a family photo and there was a kid in it, and they were commenting that the kid looked kind of funny. And then they changed pictures, and like everybody had died in a car crash, and Delirious thought that was really funny. And I remember watching that and going, you know, it is a little funny, but now I'm noticing there's no kids in the game. And I never really thought that before until I saw it in the photo.
Call yourselves lumbermen, afraid of us few damn
New
critters.
fashion from the
It's
east or
forest.
something.
What the hell do you expect?
Hi, do I scare your guys?
Oh, yes, yes. Maybe you're the man I need. Can you believe these lazy lily livers refusing to work on account of a few little wolves? They've been attacking workers on the south side of the camp. We need a real man to get rid of them. What do you say? You'll be very well rewarded.
Okay.
All right. If you're paying, I should be able to take care of that for you.
Me and my mom watched a video with the voice actors from this game answering questions from the audience. I actually had a question I'd like to get an answer to. When Arthur starts wheezing from his tuberculosis, it sounds really convincing, and I'm wondering what they had the actor do to wheeze like that. Like, did they wait till he caught a cold? Or did he, like, inhale something? Although I did like one of the questions from the audience, were like, one of the questions was, did they ever find Gavin? It's like, nope, Gavin's gone.
Easy there.
Oh no. No, I'm not. That's why I want to know. Uh-oh.
Stay
Damn it. Dead puppies. I'm completely catless in my office. If you can believe that. I don't think this game works like that. I thought about that though. My mom was asking, should I bring proof of kill?
Oh, there you are.
The game
assume
kind of
from
skips
all the
that formality.
Gunshots and howling, you got some good news for me?
Yep, it's done.
That's a relief, I'll tell you. Excellent work. Money's right there on the table.
Don't mention it. Me and Wolves go way back.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm leaving. Don't work too hard.
There ain't much danger of that with this bunch, my friend.
I was gonna say, I'm an employer, I know how he feels, but yeah, I can't really say that. I've actually, I've had really good luck with employees. $50. I don't think I've had a lazy employee yet.
All right, you lazy bastards! Get back to work! Now!
It's like I'd love to joke about that, but actually, the company I work for attracts really hard-working people. It's one thing that I'm grateful for about where I work. They treat people right, so it's a place people want to work at. And, well, it's easy to direct people who are already ready to go kick butt. And if you're skeptical, then I'll point out that I've worked there for more than 10 years. I wouldn't do that if they weren't awesome. There has to be something here, right? I remember a few years ago I was worried that because the company I was at was growing, it was going to turn into kind of a Dilbertian type thing. I'll have him eat later. I gotta wind this down soon. Actually, I gotta go eat for real. I haven't had lunch yet. Just feels like there has to be something here, doesn't it? I haven't had anything to eat yet, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, I accidentally fasted all of Sunday, if you can believe that. When we first brought home the second cat, the first one was in a real mood about it, and it's possible that we had interference from a third cat, and that caused things to be really awkward. We've got that gray cat that we still feed, and I suspect he's marked nearby, and that might have triggered Anderson into being more hostile. And that was actually the big scary problem. If this were Legend of Zelda, I'd be detonating a bomb here. Well, what was that? Oh, I see. Because I was worried about that, I was really worried that one kitty was going back to the shelter, and I did not... My conscience would not let me do that, and so I was in quite a bit of conflict, and it was just a really tough day. Like Saturday/Sunday was really tough, and I actually did not eat anything on Sunday until dinner time, and even then I wasn't that hungry. It's like that's the problem with me getting stressed, is being able to eat is the first thing to go. And I hate that, because it's like, oh, I can't sustain myself because I'm stressed. Thanks for that feature. I lost track of my horse. Apparently it's actually good to fast every now and then.
Let's go, boy.
If I could get a doctor to buy off on it, I'd consider picking a day of the week and saying, no food between this time and this time. Quit getting hung up on the rock. Oh, you silly horse. Okay. And you notice it's totally quiet now. I haven't said, hey kitty, in a while. For some reason, me getting up and leaving the house kind of resets the cat, so when I get back, they both got to get up and be stinkers. They are demanding little creatures.
Hey!
Although the flip side of that, though, one of the things I like about Sutton is that she... I'm going to go check this out here and then call it a day. She won't let me ignore her. So, like, if I haven't petted her recently enough, she'll seek me out and come get it. And I'm glad she's doing that because when she first moved in here, she did not get hostile or anything like that, but she did look like she was disturbed, and so we wanted to kind of let her be.
Easy now.
So I did that, and then eventually she walked right up to me. She's like, "Hello, Daddy. My name is Sutton, and I love you. I would like some petting, please. I like to have my head rubbed and my cheek rubbed." Like, she told me all of that. Excuse me, princess. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Save my game real quick. I'm curious why they build the house on stilts. Not that I think it doesn't make sense, it's just more like, what's the specific reason? Like, does it get really wet here or something? I'll buy that. Hi, Boom Boom. Hello. Huh? Not that I know of. Wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, sorry, that was the silence for too long check-in. That's something you develop real quick when you have a kitten in the house. Anderson is 1 year. Like, his birthday is like in a day or two. I'm not kidding, his birthday is like either Sunday or Monday. Let's see, today's the 15th. It's like Tuesday, I think. And then, Sutton, her birthday was actually just before we got her. Yes. Her birthday is like on the 2nd or 3rd, so they have birthday in the same month. And Anderson is very much a kitten who he's a teenager now. And unfortunately, it means he's a combination of incredibly playful and fully grown and aggressive. So he's testing our patience quite a bit. Hey, I can take a Valerian root. Having said that, though, he's also quite the sweetie. There's always something in here. Unless I've been here before. One thing that was really clear from both Anderson and Sutton. Aw, my wife just walked in with Anderson. I was telling you he's a sweetie. Let's see if we can hear purrs. Bringing Mike up to the kitty. Sutton bit the microphone earlier, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it, because these microphones don't quite work that way, but he is in my wife's arms, being the sweetest little boy. Yeah, he and Sutton both love humans as caretakers, and so as part of that, they're totally on board with being held. Like a baby. Yeah, Anderson likes being held like a baby. Sutton likes being held, but hasn't figured out the position she likes yet, so there's some awkwardness with that. But if you rub her cheek, she's like, "Oh yeah, you can hold me all day as long as you rub my cheek." Yeah, you good boy. Yeah, that's what makes it worth it. Through all of the stinkeriness, the love is there. Oh, they are two very different personalities, too. It's funny that they get along at all, to be honest. That tree trunk was not made for this hill, and I can tell because that root's sticking out. That's also a classic game problem. Okay. Well, this turned out to be a whole lot of nothing. I might have been here before, though. I don't remember this place, though. Okay, one more. I'll try to find one more thing, and then... I'm just trying to keep things kind of fun here. What's nearby? Well, I think we've been here before. Is there something here? Let's check that out. This could be nothing, but whenever I find something in a map, I mean, if you think about it, any detail that's in that map is put there on purpose.
Okay there.
Interesting. Ah. Okay, notice the bridge is out, and I'm wanted over there.
Yep. Whoa, easy.
I feel like I was here with, was it Josiah?
Easy now.
I had a feeling those were pickable. I forget, is it yarrow edible? Guess we'll find out. That's not the bouncy bridge. The bouncy bridge is north of here. I found it earlier today. This is a different one, and I believe that's broken because I am wanted in that part of the map. So I can conceivably go cause some trouble here. See, there's a couple canoes.
Easy.
Yeah, this is something. Hi, Anderson. Here, buddy. You know, I'll tell you something about Sutton, and my mom will appreciate this in particular. She actually runs through her apartment with the tail straight up. And that is something Anderson does as well. And that's Kitty for I'm playing. Like if they run... What?
No.
The hell? Did that thing just bite me? Did that actually hurt me? I don't think it did, but it felt like it ran up to me. Anderson, get off the PlayStation. If I get disconnected, it's because he's on the PlayStation. And he has turned it off, or he's turned it off. Get off! Now! Down, please. Get down. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out now. Get out. Get out. Get out. Sorry, he needed a timeout. He didn't do anything that bad, he just knocked something down, and I'm trying to teach him that when he makes a clatter, that's when we're getting upset. Oh, hell. I'm in trouble, I can't move. Yep. Let me reload. I hear Anderson getting yelled at. I'll be finishing this up soon. I'll play a little. Got a couple more minutes. He's actually more or less. He just has to get into places. Just gonna load my game real quick. We're gonna do one more thing. I'm just trying to find something to do here. One of these days I want to play Jerk Arthur. And that's where I'll dedicate a save game to just him being an asshole. I did enjoy... This was about a year ago, like early on when I was playing. And I went around the camp just hitting antagonize with everybody. And eventually they threw me out of the camp. And I thought that was funny. It's like nobody wanted to hear anything I had to say. Oh, kitties. Kitties, kitties, kitties. I actually am enjoying having cats in the house. I mean, it's definitely been the sort of thing where I have been on this whole time. Did I go here yet? Well, let's go see what this is. There's definitely, like, you know, they've been on, go see what they're doing. There's been some of that. There's been breakup fights. There's been... I can tell you're trying to start a fight. Oh, I was just there. Okay. So there's this. It's being like it's like being left on. Oh, I believe that's that circus thing. Here, I'll go here. We'll go here and call it done, okay? But then there's the alternate bit. There's Kitty falling asleep next to you. That's always nice, by the way. Both the kitties have been TV buddies for me. I haven't gotten a lot of direct cuddles, but if I pick them up, both of them will let me love on them. And they seem to enjoy it too. They're all like, oh, I'm being scritched. And, oh, I'm being held. Okay, well, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the warmth for a little bit. So we get some of that. Purrs, get lots of purrs. Actually, both of them. That was one of the things that made me happy. Like Anderson was purring almost the moment he came out of the cage, and it was a little tougher with Sutton, but even kind of put off by everything that was going on, she did appreciate that we were trying to help her. So even though she'd been inconvenienced, she oh shit! What'd I run over? I don't think I killed it. Huh. I don't think I killed it. Okay.
What?
She was purring pretty early on, too. Once she made it clear she wanted to be petted, that was kind of the funny thing. I think we'd kind of avoided petting her because she looked a little upset, but, like, at some point she was all like, no, 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 I love being petted, please. Pet me all day. But I've always got a minute to hear the purring, you know. Ooh, this is new. I see a cellar. Yeah, that brick's not suspicious at all, is it? Boy, it's hazy like Gotham down here, jeez. And I just realized that joke may not make any sense. The TV show Gotham, for stylistic reasons, always had light beams in the window. In other words, they were fogging up the set a little bit to make it look a little more atmospheric. And I always joked about that because they went a little overboard on it. And is that a hand? Oh, it's a wrench. Yep. Take it all. And as a courtesy to the person I've robbed, I left the thing out so they know that it was actually taken. Because I'm a nice thief. And I lost track of what I was talking about a minute ago. Sorry. Oh. You know, I wonder what that would do to the energy bill. Because it looks like they just put Earth on top of the... oh, Gotham, right. The Gotham Police Department... it had these huge windows, kind of Gothic style. And they had light beams coming in from all four directions. And so I used to joke that Gotham had four suns.
Yep.
So now, whenever I see something that's uncharacteristically foggy, I joke about it being Gotham style. Like, I personally think they were a little too heavy-handed with it, if you ask me. Like, I don't mind that they did it a little, but then I've noticed other TV shows do it too. So, you know, we're talking about indoor environments where you can see the light coming through the window because they've smoked it up a bit, and to actually shoot that, they have a machine that makes the fog and dilutes it around, and so there's a conscious decision being made to do this. I just realized I have no idea where I'm at right now. Oh, I found my canoes, though. I don't feel like doing a canoe trip, because I really do gotta get out of here. Oh, it does make you wonder what's in that island, though, doesn't it? Didn't I do that? Have I gone there? Well, maybe that'll be for next time. Yeah, let me walk over here real quick, and then I really do gotta think about getting out of here. Boy, whenever I see something like this, it makes me want to check it out. Oops.
Yep.
Turtle. Turtle. Bound to be something like right here, right? Huh. They're both eating? They're having lunch? Okay. Explanation of silence. Wait a minute. I am staring at a settlement here. Is that Blackwater? Yeah, it's Blackwater. Okay. That is where I is wanted. Well, tell you what. How about I attempt to swim to this island, and if I don't make it, we'll just call it done. Am I bleeding? Or am I just washing my outfit here? I'm almost certain I'm not going to make it to that island. Well, maybe. I'll try to pace myself a little bit here. Yeah, this is gonna cost me. Okay, this is not getting any better, so... Come on, I just gotta outrun the health. Come on, come on, come on, you can do it. Oh no! Ha ha ha! It was just starting the death animation. That's funny. That is really funny. Okay. Can I rest here? That death animation was just starting. Something over there. Not sure exactly what. Oh, frog. Frog. Western toad. What does that sound? What caught my eye is 2 identical rocks. Sorry. 4 identical rocks. Big load of nothing here. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Sutton. Hi. Excuse me, I need to say hi to my kitty. She just walked in and said hello. It's like she wanted to check in with me before she went roaming around the office. She is definitely a kitty that's big on manners. Well, I'm glad I almost died getting here. Okay. I think I'm gonna call this because I got some other stuff to attend to. But hope you had fun. I'm gonna save my game and we'll see you next time. Probably next week. I don't think it'll be tomorrow. And we've got Anderson coming. Okay, have a good night.